Today's story is about a group of best friends who went out for a fun day at the sea. Everything was going great, full of laughter, jokes, and enjoyment. But in just a moment, a terrible accident changed everything, and they found themselves stranded in the middle of the ocean. Hoping for help, they climb onto the boat of a stranger who appears kind and helpful at first. But they have no idea that this man is not who he seems to be. In the blink of an eye, he knocks them unconscious and takes them captive. What follows is a series of horrifying events that we'll uncover in today's full story. So hello friends, my name is Ishita, and our story begins with a girl named Kaya, who lives with her younger brother and her dad. A few days earlier, her mom had died in a boating accident, and that tragedy had stolen the happiness from their home. Everyone was lost in their own grief. Kaya, however, tried to stay strong. She took care of her little brother and made sure her dad didn't feel alone. Because of everything, she had almost stopped going out. But today, her friend Tessa invited her out, so she could clear her mind. The very same boat that caused her mother's death was being repaired by Kaya's dad. Every time he looked at it, painful memories came rushing back. Kaya didn't want to leave him in that condition, but she told him she was going out with Tessa. After many days, she finally drove her Jeep out of the house. At the beach, she met Tessa. They planned to ride jet skis out into the ocean. Tessa mentioned that her boyfriend would also be joining them. Kaya didn't like large groups, but Tessa reassured her. "My boyfriend's brother is coming too. He's a good guy, you'll like him." After some convincing, Kaya agreed. When they met the two brothers, we learned that they make vlogs, and today's entire plan was their idea. They planned to ride their jet skis to a nearby island and return by evening. The four of them head out. Tessa rides with her boyfriend, Julian, and Kaya rides with the other brother, Jander. Laughing and enjoying themselves, they soon reach the island. Once there, Tessa spends time with her boyfriend while Kaya sits and talks with Jander. Gradually, their conversation becomes more personal. Kaya feels comfortable with him. After a long time, she finally feels understood. They swim a little farther away from the others. Jander gently leans in and kisses her. Kaya feels happy in that moment. After some time, they decide to head back, and that's when the story takes a dangerous turn. Trying to impress Tessa, Julian speeds up his jet ski. Jander follows behind with Kaya. Suddenly, because of the high speed, Julian loses control, and the jet ski flips over. He and Tessa fall into the water. Jander, coming fast from behind, doesn't see them in time and crashes directly into Julian. The impact is devastating. Jander hits his head badly and becomes unconscious. Both jet skis sink. Kaya manages to stay afloat and helps Tessa, but Julian is nowhere to be seen. They scream his name over and over, searching desperately. But the truth is, he died instantly and sank beneath the waves. Now Kaya and Tessa struggle in the middle of the ocean, holding onto an injured Jander. They don't know what to do. Suddenly, they spot a boat in the distance. They shout for help. The boat's captain, Ray, sees them and quickly approaches. He pulls all three aboard and assures them they are safe. Jander is bleeding heavily. After some time, Tessa goes inside to use the restroom. Ray is already inside. Meanwhile, Kaya notices Ray repeatedly staring at her while she cares for Jander. When Tessa doesn't return, Kaya goes inside to check. Ray is preparing cotton with some chemical on it. Kaya assumes it's medicine. She thanks him for saving them. But in the next second, everything changes. Ray suddenly presses the chemical-soaked cotton over Kaya's mouth. Within seconds, she loses consciousness. Ray locks her inside a large storage container below deck. Tessa is already unconscious inside. The container looks like someone had been trapped there before. The word "help" is scratched onto wood. There are bloodstains on the mattress and strands of girls' hair scattered around. They realize they are not the first victims. The next morning, Ray opens the container and throws them a bucket of rotten fish to eat. Kaya begs him to let them go. She tells him she has a younger brother who needs her. But Ray threatens them, saying if they try to escape, he'll kill them and feed them to the fish. Later that afternoon, They hear a ship approaching. Hope rises in their hearts, but it's not the police. It's a doctor. The doctor arrives in a smaller boat and examines Jander. He's still alive, he says. He'll be useful. It becomes clear that Ray and the doctor are part of an organ trafficking network. They target helpless people stranded at sea. They take Jander upstairs. Kaya hears his horrifying screams. Soon, the screams stop. They remove his organs and dump his body into the ocean. The doctor says one of the girls is injured. She'll be dealt with tonight. The other one will be sold to a rich client. Later, they come to take Tessa. Kaya tries to stop them, but Ray knocks her unconscious. When she regains consciousness, she hears Tessa screaming. She manages to break out by removing a fan cover from inside the container. Quietly, she sneaks out, finds a spear gun, and confronts the doctor. She shoots him. Tessa grabs a knife and finishes him off. They try to escape. Ray discovers the body and starts searching for them. Kaya had already cut the engine wires of his boat, knowing he would chase them. Instead of taking Ray's boat, they swim toward the doctor's ship.
Tessa is weak.
Kaya tells her she'll go ahead and get help. On the ship, Kaya contacts the Coast Guard through a radio. They tell her to activate an emergency beacon device. She finds it, but senses Ray approaching. Ray boards the ship and hunts for her. He attacks her with a knife. Injured and bleeding, Kaya pretends to surrender. When he comes close, she shoots a flare directly into his face, killing him. Barely conscious, she drags herself to the deck and throws the beacon into the water, but it gets stuck. She collapses. During the night, waves move the ship. The beacon finally slips into the water and activates. By morning, the Coast Guard arrives with boats and helicopters. They find Kaya unconscious and airlift her to the hospital. Just before leaving, they spot Tessa floating alive in the water and rescue her too. Both girls survive, but they have lost their friends forever. When they finally reach shore safely, they look at each other and smile faintly, unable to believe they made it back alive. Life gave them a second chance, but at a heartbreaking cost. And with that, this story comes to an end.